So let's talk about inserting your cup. This tutorial is coming from a former teenager who could not find her vagina entrance for 2 years, and it took me 3 years total to manage to get a tampon in. So it was impossibly hard for me to insert menstrual cups at first. I am not the master of vaginal insertion, clearly, but if I can do it, so can you. Although I feel like I'm cheating now because I gave birth, so it's easier, but anyways. So the first thing you want to do is to clip your nails. You can thank me later. Make sure to wash your hands and make sure that the cups are clean. And watch the menstrual cup cleaning section to learn how to sanitize it. So to insert it, you'll want to be standing up or with a foot on the toilet or whatever works for you. And you want to take your time, make yourself a tea, make sure you don't have an appointment in the next hour or so. You might even want to grab some lubricant. I personally don't find it necessary, but you might want to. And just make sure that it's a water-based lubricant so it does not damage the cup. So to insert it, you'll need to fold the cup. There are 3 ways to do so. There is the C fold, like this. There is the punch down fold, like this. And there is the 7 fold, like this. Now it might be tricky to get it in for the first time, but I assure you, you will eventually get the hang of it. I personally use the C fold. Now if you are a virgin, this may very well break your hymen. If you want to keep your hymen, then menstrual cups are not for you. If you don't really care about it, or maybe it's already broken because you went horseback riding or something of the like, then menstrual cups will be just fine, but you'll probably want a smaller one that's really flexible so that it will be easier for you. So once it's in, it should pop open and make a sound as it opens. So to make sure it's open properly, you can push it down, pull it up a little bit, and even turn it to make sure that it's opened properly and seals correctly. The holes in the cup are actually there to ensure suction. So once it's in you, you can just go about your day. You can run, you can swim, you can go upside down, and you can do so for up to 12 hours or less if you have a heavy flow. Taking your cup out can be a little tricky, but again, patience and calm is key as you are learning how to do it. If it's up too high, you can just bear down like you're gonna have a bowel movement to help shift it down. Speaking of which, pooping with your cup in can push it down. It could potentially, I guess, push it out, but I have not had this happen. So when you're taking it out, you want to grab the stem or the base and gently pull it out. You can do this over the toilet to be safe. So it's going to be fully open on the way out, which can hurt like a bitch. So my number 1 tip here is to bypass the pain is to tilt it away from your urethra, which is sensitive, and towards your anus instead. I'll show you. So instead of tilting it this way towards your urethra, you would turn it this way towards your anus, and then it would come out. Okay? So I actually hated using my cup until I figured out this technique because it's no longer painful on the way out. So if it's too difficult to have the cup wide open, you can also push your cup into a C shape while you are on the toilet, and then the excess blood will just fall into the toilet on its way out. So let's talk about how to care for your cup. So before using your cup, it's really important to wash your hands well with soap. The cup must also be washed before and after use with warm, potable water and a water-based soap that is free of oil and fragrance, ideally, but a body soap is fine. So this means avoiding vinegar, baking soda, Castile soap, tea tree oil, rubbing alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, antibacterial soap, hand sanitizer, dishwashing soap, wipes, bleach, any hard cleaners, those are all out of the question. So if you use those, they'll damage the cup, and it can also cause vaginal irritation. It's also important to wash the holes in your cup because these will ensure that your cup is sealed properly during use. So simply washing it is sufficient, but on occasion you might want to boil your cup for 5 to 10 minutes. It'll help with discoloration too, but a discolored cup is not synonymous with a non-functional cup, right? So slight discoloration is not an issue. And you can't wash everything off from your cup, so if it accidentally falls into the toilet, then it's probably a safer bet to just buy a new one for the sake of your vaginal health. So between your cycles, you can keep your cup in the breathable pouch that it comes with to allow any excess moisture to evaporate. If you are in a place where you cannot wash your cup, like a public restroom maybe, then just empty the cup into the toilet and then clean off the cup with toilet paper before reinserting it. So you just need to clean it thoroughly before using it the next time after that. So I hope this inspires you to try the menstrual cup. It is well worth giving these guys a shot. Depending on your body type, it might take several cycles to get the hang of it, but you'll hopefully be really happy switching to menstrual cups for the rest of your life, and hopefully you'll see them as a godsend.